Hey everybody, it's review time again. I'm back with another exclusive and I'm so excited by these. These are from Vulcan. They are candle bundles. Now these actually came in late 2024, so after Bonfire Night last year. So this is really the first season that these have been available. They don't look like much, do they? They've not got pretty designs. They're kind of a semi-professional item, but they're available to consumers, which is really exciting. There are 7 different varieties of candles. Let's go through each of these in turn. There's a 70 shots gold wave to red, 70 shots white glitter to red, 49 shots white strobe bombard, 49 shot multicolored hummers, 70 shots crackling, and 70 shots blue to red. But wait, eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed that that's only 6. Yes, I missed one because cheekily one rolled over while I was in full flow talking about another. So for completeness, the candle I neglected to mention here was the 70 shot white glitter to green. Anyway, now back to me. So I think 2025 is definitely going to be the year of candles. Lots of candles coming in this year. Celtic also brought in some candles. You may have seen the reviews for those on my channel. How do these compare? Well, size-wise, they're quite similar diameter. Length-wise, yeah, the Vulcan ones are about an inch or so longer than the Celtic ones. The new Celtic one's 380 shots. These Vulcan ones range from 49, there's 2 with 49, and the other have 70 shots. Now, these are category F3, or at least I thought they were all category F3, but one of them isn't. So let's have a look. This one, the 70 shots gold wave to red, is category F3. The 70 shots white glitter to red is F3. The 70 shots white glitter to green is F3. The 49 shots is F3. A white strobe bombard is F3. The 49 shot multicolored hummers is only category F2, which is really great. I like that. Why they're not all the same category, I don't know, but I'm not complaining because it means you can use this one in smaller spaces. Spectators only need to be 8 meters away from the 49 shot multicolored hummers. All the other ones, the last 2 here, 70 shots crackling, F3, and 70 shots blue to red, also F3. That one, blue to red, is going to be similar to the effects, I think, maybe of blues and twos, which is blue to like red strobe. So it'll be interesting to see how this one compares to blues and twos from Celtic. So 7 candles, one of which is category F2, the others are category F3. Interestingly as well, they're all 1.4G, with the exception of this one, the 49 shots white strobe bombard, which is classed as 1.3G. So you just need to be mindful of that if you're storing them. You can store less of these than you can of the other ones. In terms of the net explosive content of these, let's have a look again. So the gold wave to red, 441 grams net explosive content. White glitter to red, exactly the same, 441, as is the 70 shots white glitter to green. 49 shots hummers, 241.5 grams. The 49 shot white strobe bombard, 226.1. The 70 shots crackling, 441 again, and the 70 shots blue to red, 441. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are 441 grams, one at 241.5 and one at 226.1. There is actually some weight in these as well. You might be able to see on here the gross weight of these, 1.2 kilograms. So there is some weight in these, but powder wise it's less. In terms of ignition, these look like they've got long fuses on, haven't they? These are dual fused. I think what we might do is actually open one of these, if I can find my little pocket knife. Okay, so I couldn't immediately put my hands on my pocket knife, but I've got another little knife here. Let's just loosen the fuse on this one. And it says, remove plastic tube before lighting on this. So underneath here, I'm expecting there to be a Visco fuse. Let's remove that. There's the Visco leader fuse, but also it goes in to an E-match port let's just see how this goes. Yeah, so it goes into quick match, but it goes into an e-match port here. So in theory, you should be able to remove this and put an igniter in. And so just to show you how these work then, so this visco here, this little section here will actually twist off and pull out. And there you can take the whole visco off. And then that leaves you space there in which you can put an e-match igniter. Very nice. And you can use that same little bit that the notch was in to put your igniter around like that. And then there's also a clip that it can go around like that. So we don't talk about e-match too much on my channel, but these are designed to be either e-matched or used with visco. I like how quick and easy it is to take the visco out. If you do want to e-match, it's literally just a case of twist and pull. So fuse in, twist it to the right, pull it out, and then it's available for e-match. So really nice and simple to e-match these if you use e-match. But as I say, they do come with a fuse, so you can use them just as you would any other consumer firework. You light a fuse and off you go. They will need support. These will not stand up on their own. Well, they might just about stand up on their own, but you are going to need to put a stake in the ground next to these, cable tie or gaffer tape them on to ensure that these don't fall over. But I am really, really excited to fire these. I've seen the production footage of these. I haven't seen any landed footage yet. So we're going to fire all 7 of these and we'll see what they're like. So what did I think of the Vulcan candle bundles? Wow, I can honestly say these are the best consumer candles I've ever fired. The heights they achieve are really impressive, something that's difficult to appreciate from just watching the video, but some of these easily reached 50 meters, if not higher. They were bright, vivid, and had good durations. Some though were a little inconsistent in the pace of the shots, taking a bit of time to get established, and a few didn't have a definitive end, ejecting the odd shot or two a few seconds after the candle had appeared to finish. Let's look at each of the 7 candles in turn. First of all, the 70 shots gold wave to red. This was nice. I have to say the tails on the shots though weren't all that gold, they were closer to a silvery white. But when they faded, yeah, I guess there was a little trail of a few gold embers left behind. The candle though was quite similar to the next one, the 70 shots white glitter to red. This had the same red stars as the previous, but this time with lovely glittering tails. Out of these two, this one is certainly more elegant. Next up was the 70 shots white glitter to green candle, very similar to the previous but with green tips rather than red, but that lovely shimmering glittering tail again. Then it was the turn of the 70 shots blue to red, and wow, these colours were so bright and vivid. You can get an idea of just how bright they were by the way they illuminate the nearby smoke. The 5th candle was the 70 shots crackling. Wow, this is the loudest crackle I've ever heard from a candle. Again, the video doesn't quite do it justice. On its own it was pretty epic, but I can easily imagine a whole host of these being fired across the width of a display for an incredibly intense crackle finale. Next up was the 49 shots white strobe Bombard. I really wasn't expecting such large breaks from a candle. If you didn't know any better, you'd think this was a cake or a barrage rather than a candle. That said, each of the candles in this range contains 7 tubes, and each tube's diameter is 19mm, so pretty decent for a candle. And last but not least was the 49 shot multicoloured hummers. This is possibly the loudest, most prominent hummer effect I've ever heard. Typically when you use hummer effects in displays, you have to not use any loud bangs and things at the same time, otherwise the hummers would get lost. But with a few of these candles, these would easily punch through other breaks. I was a little disappointed with the colour variety in this though. It's billed as being multicoloured, and whilst yes there are a handful of green stars in there, predominantly this candle was red. Also, it's fair to say that not every shot had a hummer effect with it, which was a little disappointing. Duration wise, these candles range from 28 seconds for that 49 shot multicoloured hummer all the way up to 49 seconds for the 70 shots white glitter to green. So there wasn't a great deal of consistency in the lengths of these candles across the range, and as I mentioned earlier, there is a little inconsistency in the pace of some of those shots. But that would easily be masked if these were to be fired in multiples. And let's be honest, if you're doing a larger display, you're going to want to fire some of these in multiples, even though they're impressive just on their own. So let's look at the price. The RRP, that's recommended retail price, for each candle in this range is £34.99. But you'll typically be able to pick up a candle for around £25. Yes, so these candles are not cheap, but the quality, height and performance of these is really impressive. I love that they can be so easily e-matched in just a matter of seconds, making these a great choice for both pros and semi-pros alike, but with the inclusion of that standard visco fuse, it makes these easy to use for consumers as well. Remember though that all these candles, with the exception of the Hummer one, are category F3. So your spectators will need to be at least 25 meters away. With the Hummer candle though, it's only category F2, and so spectators need only be 8 meters away. Finding out that one of these candles was only category F2 was actually a nice surprise, as I'd originally believed that all of these candles were F3. Overall though, yeah, wow, these candles are fantastic. And they're even better in person. If your budget will allow and you have the space, these are really going to take your display to the next level. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, why not check out some more of my exclusive firework reviews.